Hey guys, it's Megan Kiana and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my O.W.Ls Wrap Up. I participated in O.W.Ls readathon hosted by G over at Book Roast, and I passed. I was going for Cursebreaker, and if you remember from my O.W.Ls TBR, you needed Ancient Runes, Arithmetic, Charms, Potion, Transfiguration, and Defense Against the Dark Arts. Before I jump into my wrap up, what qualified for what, let's go over what I needed. For Ancient Runes, you needed a Heart Rune, which was Heart Rune, heart on the cover or in the title. For Arithmetic, or read something out of your favorite genre. For Charms, a book with white on the cover. For Potions, a book under 150 pages. For Transfiguration, a book that includes shape-shifting. And for Defense Against the Dark Arts, book set at the sea/coast. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. The first book I read for my O.W.Ls was for Charms, and I ended up reading Giant's Day Volume 5 by John Allison. It does have white on the cover. This is the 5th book in the Giant's Day series, and we followed 3 girls, Susan, Esther, and Daisy. And in this one, you know, now they had moved into their, like, this was them on their summer vacation, like their internships they did, and then moving into their second year home and having to deal with the responsibility of having their own house. Like, what does that mean? Dealing with neighbors. I did enjoy this, and I gave it, I believe, a 4 out of 5 stars. I then read, because I don't own it, was for my Potions O.W.L, which was read a book under 150 pages, and I read O.W.Ls Volume 1. I don't remember who it was by, but we follow a girl named O.W., and she works as valet at a hotel her father is the manager of. But O.W. also loves to solve mysteries, so she helps out with the detective who is based there as well. Until one day when a necklace goes missing from this very strange German guy, O.W. goes too far and ends up getting her and her father fired from the job. In order to get their job back, O.W. has to find out who took the necklace. I really did enjoy this. I do plan on continuing with the next, I think there's only 3 more volumes so far. I do plan on continuing on. This was a 4 out of 5 stars. This is the only book on here that wasn't a part of my O.W.Ls, and I just read it for the hell of it, which was a part of my regular April TBR, and that is Giant's Day Volume 6 by John Allison. This picks up right where we leave off in Volume 5 with the girls. You know, now they are dealing with their rude neighbor who calls the cops on them, dealing for the first time ever being robbed, and valued stuff goes missing, dealing with their sexuality. I didn't enjoy this one as much as I enjoyed Volume 5, so this got a 3 out of 5 stars. Now the next book I read, I doubled up, because originally it wasn't on my TBR, it was on my April TBR, but then when I got into my little bit of a slump, I just decided to include this, and it is used for 2. So I ended up reading The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill, and I used this for Transfiguration, which is shape-shifting, and Defense Against the Dark Arts set at a Sierra Coast. First, let's explain what this is. We follow a witch named Zan, and every year this town, for some reason, gives up the youngest child born and sacrifices it to the woods to hopefully keep Zan the witch away, because they believe Zan to be evil. But really what Zan does is Zan travels there every year, takes the baby, and brings it to another town. While she does that, she feeds the baby Starlight so the baby can grow strong after being abandoned. And then this year, when she takes this baby by accident, she feeds the baby Moonlight, which gives the baby basically as magical powers as Zan, who is a witch. So Zan decides to raise the baby as her own, and stuff includes. I really did enjoy this, but because of like how middle grade it was, I did rate this a 3 out of 5 stars. So Transfiguration, because Zan is a witch, she can transform into a bird, a tree, that's shape-shifting. For Defense Against the Dark Arts set at the Sierra Coast, the town is literally at the coast. Like, that is their main, like, job, is at the coast. They go out, they get fishes, they bring it back. That's their job. So I doubled up for that, and I did read it. I did like it. It was okay. 3 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was for arithmetic, and that was The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. We follow basically 29-year-old Nina Hill, who suffers from anxiety. Her entire life, her mother left her to be raised by her nanny. She traveled the world to be a famous photographer. Nina has never known her father until one day this lawyer shows up at the bookstore she works in and says, "Your father has died. He has left you something in his will. You have brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews, great nieces and nephews, and a shit ton of stepmothers." And Nina is not used to change like that. She's very introverted. She has a cat named Phil. She does book trivia. She does trivia with her friends. She is in so many book clubs because she does work at a bookstore. I did really enjoy this, but it just wasn't, it was outside of my favorite genre, which was the prompt. So I knew I wasn't gonna love it, but I did enjoy this, and this was actually a 3.5 stars. I didn't like how rushed it was. You know, I loved how it was real. Sometimes you don't know who your father or your mother is, and when they die, you find out you have a shit tons of siblings. You have people who deal with anxiety like myself, and I liked how that was represented. But I didn't enjoy it that much. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then lastly, the only book that was a freaking 5 out of 5 stars, and it was from my Ancient Runes, which was Heart on the cover or in the title, and that was A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kemmer, the second book in the Cursebreaker. I believe it's a trilogy, and I freaking love this. Oh my god. Be on the lookout later this month for a book review for this. We follow Gray, who after battling Lilith came back into Emberfall and just left. He abandoned his post. But we also follow Laya Mara, who is the eldest daughter to the Queen of Saitalo, and oh my god, I can't say anything without spoiling it, but it was amazing. I don't know why people did not love it. I cried with this, I fangirled with this, I freaking loved this. It took me a year to jump on the bandwagon. I did read the first book last month, and I am reading this now. I really did enjoy it. 5 out of freaking 5 stars. So yeah, that was my Owls / April wrap up. Only one other book was for my April TBR. The rest was my Owls. So yeah, that's it. I'll be leaving here 2 videos. I honestly feel you guys should go check out. I try my hardest to post 3 times a week, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon with another video. Bye guys.